Alright. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Looking forward to some very boring map making today. Alright. I spent a good while getting the engine updated and everything. But look, normally I now am in the engine and my camera doesn't lag, which is amazing. Where does that quiver? Don't quiver. Anyway, I'm going to prep a pallet. I'm just going to notify people of things happening. I'll open Twitch, I guess. There we go. An unknown user followed me 20 days ago. Wonderful. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to be prepping what is going to be a defrag map eventually, or a test eventually. Let me see if I can get my Twitch TV. And now that is going to be wonderful. So doing some very boring defrag map prep. Yay. Reason why I would stream such a thing is because I don't need to see this. That's fine. Go put you here. There we go. So the very exciting thing is that we're going to make a palette, and I'm also, would you believe, I'm going to try and standardize some of the assets. So 90% of the assets I've been using have been these guys, which are a 45-degree and a 90-degree curve. We might make some more, but the idea is to make a very simple defrag map so we can test things, especially in the movement area, because a lot has changed in the CMC. So we're not quite sure how the movement is going to behave. So for that, and also for building a eventual public test, we're going to have a little defrag map. So that's what we're doing. Huzzah, huzzah. So that's the thing we're doing. We're going to start with our standards, because I have assets here and there, but we're going to properly do it this time. We're going to name these correctly, and we're going to have a little set that we can use to build things. And then from there, we will see what happens, right? So we're going to have some blocks as well. So I want this 4x4, and then we're going to I'm just going to cube grid these as you do. So why does this not want to? So this is correct. Is this because it's floating or whatever? No. Doesn't want to grab onto this apparently. That's strange. Okay. Is this not the grid? Apparently it wasn't. Okay, so now it is. It's set to 500 though. Are you all floating in the air? Kind of, but that doesn't matter too much. Okay. So, huzzah. cube grid. That's now correct. So now we do 8 by 4, except, oh, now that's part of that. Never mind, I don't want that. I need to be completely and utterly creating a new asset. 8 by 4, except, and then 16 by 4, except, then same thing. I'm just gonna leave it at 8 right now, so we'll do it on this side. So 4, yeah, it doesn't really matter, but you leave some space, and then 4, 8, except 8 by 8 square, would you believe? I know there's a button on the cube grid to start doing things again in this, well, to split off and do another thing, but it's sometimes very strange. So 16 by 8, there we go. And do we need the other one? Don't really know. Do we need the really high ones? The 16 by 16? I think so. Yeah. Let's just complete the full set. 14, 4 by 6. 8 by 16. I did it again. Accept. And this one. There we go. Then we have these. That's good. And now we'll make the blocks as well. Four by 4. And 16. And then make this as big as we want, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah. I think I'm just, yeah. I'm gonna make this one the 8 by 8, still by 4. I mean, these things we have to make regardless, right? So just do that. Because we do need the bigger rooms. 16 by 4, there we go. Just on. Let's make these. So now we have walls. We have, well, we'll see what we do with the curves, and then we have standard blocks. I'm still going to also make a 16 by 16. Because we're probably going to need that as well. There. Okay. Gonna name these real quick. So I had my by 4. So I'm just gonna copy this, because that's the template we'll use, or the naming schedule. There we go. So this is by 8. This is by 16. This is by, so that's 8. Change that by 4. Select that one. That one is by 8. This one is by 16. This one is 16. Four. By 8. And by 16. Like I said, it's gonna be an exciting fucking thing to do here. So then we have a 4x4. This is 4 by 4. 4 by 4 by 8. 4 by 4 by 16. And then we have 8. 8 by 8 by 4. And by 8 by 16. You are and by 16. No, 16 by 16. And I realize already 16. Is it 8? It's all 4, huh? Yeah. And I realize I've already made mistakes in the naming convention, because this is the 1. So this would be 4. So these ones are all 4s, right? So that was correct. This is correct. This is correct. This is 8 by 8 by 4. This is 8. This one is 8 here. It's 4 high. Width is the first one. Lumberjack's gonna kill me. This is why I never do this. Okay, so the 1 is the width, is Y. 1 is Y. So this is 4, 4, 4. This is 8. So the first digit needs to be 8. That's correct. 8 by 8, and the height is the last bit. So this is 4. That is, yeah, so I numbered these wrong. It's these. how am I doing this? So this is 1 Z. So it really should be XYZ, right? Yeah. I'll do this again because otherwise it's gonna ruin everything. XYZ. Wonderful. This is why I never do this. So X is 4, Y is 4, Z is 4. That's the same thing. The Y is 1. Okay. It's the same as global. Okay. So Y is 1. So this, I just need to. I'm just going to copy this. So this is X is 8, is 1, is 4. Yes. Struggle. X 16, 1, 4. Then it's just the Z that changes. So from here, I'm just gonna copy this one, change that from 4, 8. And this one, that remains the same. It is just the width that changes. It's from 4, 8. And this guy is, good thing I caught this earlier, because from X is 16. This guy, the only thing changes is the Z. Oh, here Z is lost 16. And the only thing changing here is the 4 goes to 8. And the 4 goes to 16. Okay, we're doing it. There we go. So now that's right. Now this is a 4x4x4. That's correct. This is X. Yeah. So this is wrong. Hello, pit of zombies. I have no idea what that emoji is. What is that? Pew pew pew? Yes, indeed, pew pew pew. I'm doing incredibly boring asset accounting, which is sublime. Because I made a mistake in the number. So it'll be riveting. So this X, Y. So X is 8 by 4 by 4. That's what's going on here. And this is the same thing. It's 16. There we go. This is 8 by 8 by 8, 8 by 8 by 4. Yes. This is x16. So that's 16 by 8 by 4. And this is 6, not 8. It is by Z is 4, and this is 16 by 16. There we go. My God. I did it. And let's put these in the right place. So, the underscore. These guys. I'm gonna put them in meshes, in time trial, standard, move. Voila. So with these guys, I'm going to try make a very simple thing. So this is a fucking palette. Huzzah, huzzah. Hello, Dagada. Look, I'm going to use a thing, Dagada. I'm going to use this palette thing that Lumberjack has been whining about, me having to use it. And I have just, look, I have made, for the first time in 2 years, I have once more attempted standard blocks. Okay? It is very frightening, but that's what it is. So I've actually named these non-stupid names as their measurement. And I already did it wrong once, so I just did it again. So it's XYZ 8 by 8 by 4. Oh, look, it's an 8 by 8 by 4. Okay? That's going to be important. And I can also then expedite these. Hello, Lumberjack. I just said I'm going to use the palette function. I'm going to try, and I'm making standardized blocks that we can then make tasks for in ClickUp. Yes, this is already the New Year's resolutions coming to fruition, and I have named these non-idiotic things, so I'm going by XYZ. Okay, so standardized blocks and a couple of doohickeys here, and I'm going to try and use this as a palette map. I've looked into it, and then of course I'm just only going to be using these two curves to build like 90% of my maps. But I'm going to try and standardize things. I am also going to here's an opinion. I'm asking for opinion, both from the Dagadas and the Lumberjacks. I have this thing, right? Well, let's say this guy. Would it be okay to also use this as a wall, or do I want to separate floors and walls? I'm thinking, fuck it, use them as walls as well, right? And just texture them differently, because I don't think it's going to matter that much. I know, these are dangerous things, but I think we're just going to leave it at that. So I've got the thin ones, right? The 100 ones. Something different for the walls, in case the model changes. Okay. I'm not going to do it with the cubes, but here's what I'll do. Okay. I'm going to copy these, and I'm going to rotate them. Okay, stay with me. Put them down on the ground as well. Got my little micro keyboard. Put these on the ground. high octane gaming here. Okay. Now, so duplicate a single mesh to create new objects, right? Can we, I literally have to do that with all of them individually. That's great. So duplicate, name, from inputs, delete inputs. Okay. Wait. I think that's fine. So I'll have to call this one W for wall and then F for floor. Right? So let's do it this way. Accept. Now I wonder if I go to this guy, it is still that. Okay, so it's still a flat piece, and he put a lot of gibberish behind it because, of course, it did, because it's Unreal. Okay, and now we are going to model mesh. Where is it? Xform, bake transform. Recenter pivot, we're not going to do that. Bake scale, everything, yes. Accept. So now we've baked the transform. I don't know if this would be faster than just making the models again. But it's a principle thing. So now we have this guy. And now if we throw him in, it is actually transformed that way. Amazing. So yeah, I'm not gonna do it with the square ones, because unless you want to put them upright as pillars. Would that be silly? I mean, you also have these then, right? But that's still technically a wall. So no, I'm not gonna do it for these guys. I'm gonna do it for these guys. Okay. It is always gonna be a mess, right? So these guys, I all have to, can I just select all of them? Yeah, but I can't rename them all. That's fine. I'll just do them one by one. That's a block, so it doesn't get a tag. These are the same, so these don't get tags. These are floors then, right? Yeah, this is tedious, but hey. So these are Fs for floor. Okay. Okay. So these are walls. W's. W's in the chat. I knew that was gonna happen once. Already renamed these assets twice already. But I want structure. Please the illusion of. God, that was more difficult than you might imagine. All right, so these are walls. So these guys, I have to duplicate, and it's going to be a wall, right? Accept, and then transform, bake transform, accept, and this guy we have to duplicate. You become a wall, accept, bake transform, accept. So that's a thing now. Then we go there, remove the jibber jabber. That Unreal is created, you as well. Game design is fun, everyone. Okay, so that's these guys. And we go to here to put them in the standard folder, move, and say redirectors. Okay, boink, boink, boink. They're real. But these guys, well, whoop. Boink. Oh, this will be fun. So, this is now duplicate a F. Accept. Bake transform. Accept. U. Duplicate. Damn it. F. Floor. Accept. Bake transform. Yes. This one. Duplicate. Warn F. There you go. Bake transform. Accept. This one. Duplicate. F. Accept. Bake transform. Accept. This one. Duplicate. Damn it. Accept. Bake transform. Accept. This one. Duplicate. See that nobody ever uses these assets again after I've made these, by the way. There. Duplicate. F. Accept. Bake transform. Accept. This one. Duplicate. No. F. Accept. Bake transform. Accept. This one. Duplicate. F. Accept. Bake transform. Accept. You're all excited, I know. Now, we remove all the bollocks. You as well. Remove all the bollocks. You. Remove all the bollocks. You. Remove all the bollocks. Oh yeah, by the way, Dagada, now that you're here, are we agreed that we switch the pawn for time trial to the medium as standard? Or at least the gladiator, so we can also pick up mortars and stuff, so he can like shoot a generator on 1 HP or something like that. That would be cool to have like a generator somewhere, and you shoot the mortar, kill the generator, kill the turrets, kind of thing, on the go. So having the gladiator, I think, would be handy, because he has like some more things he's allowed to do. Yes. Okay, so that's done. You all go into standards. I've made a detail folder in there for specific things I will most definitely come up with. So, yeah, that's great. Boinky, boinky, boinky. You go here, you go here. You play Twilight Imperium a lot. Is that gonna be the pivot that Broadside becomes a Twilight Imperium thing? I feel like that's possible. You know? Imagine that. We slaving around silly things in Unreal while he's having fun. That's fine. I plan on playing... Well, no, I was... You're having fun. Well, I'm going to be playing Tarkov, so that's not fun at all. God, I had a horrible day yesterday playing a little bit. I played like 2 raids. It was awful. You can make specific loadouts as desired for maps if you want. Okay, great. Yeah. So, well, for the palette thing here, I wouldn't need to do that. But, yeah, so I'm gonna use this now. So, there's bollocks in here that I don't really need. Does that matter for the palette, I wonder? So, let's leave it at that. Let's go back to the defrag. So I've made this. I've gone to defrag 1 now. Please. Thank you. Where I had made a thing, which is now a W. That's incredible. And now we go to Tools. Actor Palette 1. Choose level. Recent levels. There are no recent levels. You lie. I was just in one. Palette. EGATs. You guys can't see that. Squeen. There we go. Actually, per track, not per map even. Oh. That's incredible. So we have this now. I feel like the FOV is a little different. That's fine. So... Whoa. These are tiny. Do it like that then, I guess. Hot dang! Okay. Okay. That's good. And so, watcha. This is actually kind of cool. I do like this. So, wapa. All right. I don't mind that. All right, cool. So, let's do defrag things. Okay. So, I do wonder, because I do think I want a bigger floor, right? So I'm gonna make yeah, because this is nothing, right? Oh, it sticks there when... Okay, great. Because this is... Actually, it's already... Yeah. It's okay in terms of size, right? Because we don't need much. Yeah. So I'm just going to use 4 of these for the room. You select your pawn. The track. You can flip map startup to time trial mode as well. Yeah, this is basically... This is the startup map that I've mangled, right? So World settings. It is in DM right now. But I can put it to time trial. Okay. Now force match active. Let's turn that off, yeah. I'm gonna put this guy aside for a second. So yeah, so there's light hero, scout, flyer right now. And then for track. Because now it is.
Match begins.
It does, yeah.
Now.
So now this actually works, okay. Okay. So standalone modes. Yeah. Well, this is definitely exciting. Ooh, yeah. So
3. Match begins.
can you just reset H and J? So okay, that's resetting to the previous thingy. And J
3.
is full reset. Okay.
Now. Match begins. Now.
Okay. Yeah, for making the map, I'm definitely not gonna be putting it in standalone. But I do. So how do I swap out the pawn, by the way? So I have the gladiator here. That's important. Okay. Okay. World settings. Okay, so default pawn class. No. Where do I add them here? Because I think there's a list somewhere. Take a look at the time trial 3. I forgot the exact name. Yeah. Teams? No. Broadside, likeness, physics. Game mode data. Game mode data. Here we go. Time trial, game mode data. Yeah, one array element, time trial, BS, time trial, tracks. Lots of bollocks on the tracks. Track 2 doesn't show up. Game mode name. That's where the force match active is. Teams. Depends on supported pawn. Yeah. I don't see any pawns show up here. Just game mode data here. Guessing I need to fuck around with that then. Available loadouts, here it is. So in the track, available loadout, so I can add one and then have, but we didn't have LT. And is that Gladiator, I guess? No. What's he called? Here, DM Gladiator, that's him. Okay. Great. And rolling start, I guess, if true timing will start upon passing the first checkpoint. Okay. There we go. Let's save that. And he's not there. Okay. So that's not what that was. I did save. So is track 1 not track 1? And is it maybe track 2? Because that one's only scout flyer, so it's definitely these. But it doesn't accept it. Jesus Christ. Yeah. So I've added him. I've saved it. Save it again. But it doesn't want to. I'll try again. Yeah, no, it's not showing up. Maybe I just have to close it off for a second. Go there. Go there again. Nah, he's not showing up. But that's non-critical for now. There we go. So I can add him, but he's clearly not activated. Well, regardless. Set you to 500. Does that mean I can... No, yeah, no, I can't do 500. Yeah, that's fine. No worries, no rush. I can actually start mapping now. Holy fucking shit. It's 15 minutes in. I've with all the engine updates and bollocks I've had to do. Oh crap. I knew this was gonna be a thing. That's why I took time today to get everything sorted so I can actually start. Yeah. So my player start. Are you a player start? Where's the player start? Wait, where do I start? I start there. Okay. Yeah, sure. Do want that rolling start. Or always... I do want the... what is it? Always active kind of shit. Force match active. There you go. Because I don't need a freaking countdown every time. There we go. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. This sucks. Go BP Fine Pearl. Okay. Where is that blueprint? Where are they at? Loadout illegal set for the mode. Okay. Why am I in M4 blueprints? That's not where I need to be. BP time. It's just game mode, right? There we go. Available armor classes. I'm guessing. So, Loadouts. So we have to add gladiator there first. So I'm guessing armor class, yeah? Yeah. So Tiki. LT. No, oh, that's AC. ACDM gladiator. There you go. Okay, that's him. Yes, yes, yes. Alright. Save. Should work. Nope. Add loadout as well, yeah, okay. Fuck. Where'd you go? Did I close it already? Yes, I did. So here on loadouts, obviously. Gladiator. There we go. File, save, go away, click. Yay! There he is. Bonk. Huzzah! I am heavy. It does do the strange overheal thing, but I'm guessing that's because I was a different thing earlier. I don't know. Hey, look, I can pick up the mortar and it's got only 2 bullets. Right. Good, good, good. Look at the bottom. It's see that? I spawned with like 200 overheal. Because if now I'm at 150, now it's fine. It was 300, so if look again. Glad. Point. I started at 200. Is that, or is that a thing? That's a deathmatch thing, right? Regardless. Not my problem right now. It's good. Gladiator's in. That's perfect, so I can do that with medium things, right? Why are you lagging? Don't lag. Alright. I requested that? Yeah. You expect me to remember all the bullshit I ask you guys? At least this time I put it in writing. Yeah, it's part of the deathmatch, that's why, yeah. Because of Quake. Yeah, no. I was reminded of it because we had this thing where sometimes if you swapped, there was an error that you got the wrong stats but in overheal a couple of tests ago. That's what was in my brain. Don't mind my brain. My brain is strange. So this is the actual thing. It is composed of these things, of the activation and the mist. This is a miss. And yeah, so I've already looked at that. I understand how that works. Activation shape, which I hopefully can put into a shape like this guy, because it looks a little cooler. So I do wonder. No, yeah, no, it's context was gone from me for a second, that's why. Yeah, that's fine. For time trial, it wouldn't even matter in most cases, I think. Or spur people on to get a move on, right? So, okay. So I need to know a few things here. So this thing, does it say... Don't need to care about any of these. Only time trial things. Where do I say where it belongs to? Force match active is false in world settings, or it's kind of fucks up. Yeah, for me right now, I don't need to be testing. I just need to look at geometry. So I'll remember to turn it off when I actually test the trial. Right. For now, I just need the geometry, so I don't need to wait 3 seconds every time I need to. Yeah. So, because I see these, but where do I? They're broken into stages. Okay, yeah. Low. Track ring 1. Stages are collections of gates. Okay. Okay, so here we have a stage. Okay. So let me just track. Put these in a map real quick. Move to create folder. Okay. So I've got track 1, track 2, but it doesn't have things, so it's just there. So this is the thing that is the track. This is a stage reset, so I'm guessing this thing. Yeah, it's not that important right now, right? That resets after the first one, so it always resets to that. Yeah, well, I'll have to. It's not important right now. Track 1, track 2, ring 1. But yeah. I'm just wondering, in the actual ring itself, right? The actual checkpoint, where do I say which track it belongs to? That's my question right now. I'll check on ClickUp, I guess. Exiting in the world settings, you'll see the stages there. Okay. Oh, so that's this stuff. Track 1 start is the start. Okay. Stages. Stage checkpoints, track ring 1, track ring 2. Oh boy. Okay. Great. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Can I swap out a ring? With what are you? Time trial spelled full out, of course. Yeah, I'm gonna have to download that information when I'm not trying to make a thing. What have I done? He's a big boy. How? Oh, it's okay. Rotation. 0, 0. Come on, details, please. Okay, so we can do that. That's fine. Hello, Crimson. Yeah. The stage stuff, so it doesn't really matter for me right now because I just need a start and a finish because of the defrag thing. But yeah, I'm getting the grips to it. I'm getting it. So there we go. Crimson, you know how weird it is? I literally just I look at your mesh and you show up. It's a bit odd, mate. It's a bit odd. Okay. No, this is fine. I want this. This is what they were built for, right? So. Yep. I just grabbed this and replaced it with what the ring was, so. That's fine. So, I know how that works now. That's great. Where is the player start here somewhere? Is it just a projected player start? Because I could have sworn there is no actual player start here. Is that also part of the start here? Part start? Player reset transform? No. Uses track starts. Okay. Oh. So, yes, I understand. It's this little thing. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So that's not a player start, but close enough. Good. Good, 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 good. Fantastic. Right. So I'm gonna grab this little fella. Because I don't care about any of that shit right now. I just want to make my little box. And I'm happy. When I have little boxes, I am happy. There is one thing I didn't account for. Because I think we still might have a problem with leak. With, if I do this, we're going to have light leaks. So I'm going to do the awful thing and do this. Actually, it doesn't work, does it? Yeah, it does work because it's the full amount. Right? Or are we still... Yeah, no, it works. It works. It works. It's fine. So the overlap is good. Okay, thanks. Oh yeah. So, we are building a box. Our box will be amazing. Right? And then we have this guy. Sort of being there. So can we just grab all of you? Yeah, that's great. So how big is this? Hot dang. Alright. Who the devil are you? Pinky, pinky, pinky. There. Because this guy is massive. Right? Drat. Why am I here? Wasn't frac start supposed to be in here? Oh well. Yeah, I get it now. Yeah, the track start doesn't work because yeah. Okay. Great. Because I have the continuous thing on, that's why it doesn't work, right? Great. No. I definitely grabbed the right one. Or could I not? Track 1 start self. Track 2 start. Track 1 start. Track 1 stage reset? No, because that's the one that's standing in front of this. So, because there is nothing. Oh, this is just a player start now. That's where I started, or is it this one? What are you? Actor 2. No. Let's see where I end up. Yeah, now it's actually... You have force match active. I didn't do force match active, so I'd use it in the regular player start when I do. That's great. No, that's fine. I just want my player to be in the box. That's all I want. Because I don't need all the bollocks. I just need to be able to be in the box and test things. That is what we want. So, if this is correct, then that is... This is starting to piss me off. It's just taking random spawns now. You, what are you? Your base player 3 start. Okay, die. And is he going to grab this one next, probably? PS player start, die. Okay. There's more. I just need to kill them all. It's fine. So we have got player start. Yeah, let's keep that one. Let's kill these other two. Let's keep you. Because you're the first one. There we go. And now, I'm always in the box. There's nothing there. There is nothing there. Are these... Is there like this spawn area volume that Neo was experimenting with yonks ago? Is that what's happening here? That's still in the map start and it suddenly remembered it exists? Clicking. Enemy hero spawn? What are you? Kill you. Is it just on camera? That would be the first time that it actually is on camera. Holy shit, it's on camera. Now suddenly it works on camera. I don't mind. ADX, yeah. Happy belated Christmas to you too. Yeah, so it's just on camera spawn, which is perfect because that's what I want. Because then I can be where I want to be. Alright. Alright. Yeah, because I have that checked, right? Current camera location. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I have received 100 messages today in Restream chat. Thanks for spamming my frickin' chat. There are player spawns, but probably not ones that it's recognizing right now. That's fine. I don't give a shit. I want to make my box. Okay? My box is amazing. Alright. So, what we're gonna do... Do I have the thing? I don't need the thing. I have the thing. Yes. Perfect, everything is fine. I don't know where I want to put this. Probably going to put this off screen actually. It is kind of nice. But yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll do that when I'm actually testing the time trial and not building it. I'll try and remember that. Great. So, I want this guy in there. I haven't actually imported your weapon spawn plate thingy. This is true. In all the bollocks with branches and stuff, I have imported it at some point. Yeah, it does look like a Tron recognizer actually now that you mention it. But it's cool. It's an unintended reference, I think. Wait, why is this? No. Why are you not? There we go. So let's spawn this to like, I don't know, this. So now I have to. There. Go. Up. Wow. See, now I'm. Oh no, no, there's a gap. We didn't see that. There we go. Yeah, Blender is sometimes very weird. Now I'm gonna have to hunt for this guy. Oh. There we go. BRB Dagada by. So do this, which is stupid because you can get more speed while starting, but that's fine. So what I want to make, and this is I'm training my brain here, okay? Because what I want to do is kind of there's a very simple and old defrag map that I want to try and recreate here, which goes a little bit like this. So what we want, what we really want, is to just drop this down, not too far, and then actually have some very simple angles to it. So we're just gonna close this up like that. And grab these. I have 2 of them. Because I don't normally build maps this way. Okay. Usually... Is that the spawn location, your box? So this is going to be a defrag map, right? So I'm going to try and recreate... No, it doesn't really matter if it's by memory or not, but there is a... In the frag movie Celestia, I believe, defrag movie Celestia, there's like this very simple defrag map with very simple corners. With platforms in the middle, so which is gonna be made by these guys. That was a lot bigger, right? So there's a kill Z underneath if you fail, right? So there's gonna be these platforms. I'm gonna start. Yeah, I'll start low, right? And they are like this, and then like this, and they're always encased in the level. So the thing is, though, really wonder. So for us, right, this is gonna be trivial because you can fly around, right? Now, of course, the speed with which you're doing this is going to be a little different. And also, you've got the wall riding as well, right? But of course, is there a kill Z on this map? Yes. Okay. I'll have to up that a little bit. Can you just go away? Thank you. Where are we? Where's the kill Z? Is that? I think it's this, right? Click. There. Are you? Yes, kill Z volume. Alright. We want that a little higher. Where are we? I don't want it to be actually... There we go. So I really want that to be close. We'll probably go a little deeper. I'll probably not have the entire map be a kill Z. I might actually make little kill Zs. Is that my little kill Zs? Is that a thing? So can I just scale this to like 10? Yeah. There we go. I have kill Z block. So that works, right? If I jump off of that. Little kill Zs. Oh crap. Ah. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, I'm dead. Perfect. I need to get used to the fact that the camera is actually spawning me again. Okay, so that works. That's perfect. So I want that somewhere there. But now I have to, of course, adapt that to the whole thing of us having wall riding, which Quake doesn't, to its detriment, of course. And also, I need a clever way to make corners and curved corners. So that's another thing. So this session was going to be about setting all of that up, so I have all the tools to rapidly make these maps. That's why I have this thing here, which is my little asset palette that I'm going to be using to build these things. Now, already I realize I'm going to need a certain thing, which is the 45-degree angle. And I'm wondering if we grab this guy, because this is a 45. Okay. So copy you, paste you. That's why I said in the Discord this was going to be a very boring. Yeah, it's basically a map that you can use as a palette. So you can just, if I am here and I want this guy, I just grab it and it's in there, which is actually really helpful. And I've made the good old default things, right? And I can actually zoom around the palette itself. So if I want a thing, I grab it and it's in there. If I need the thing to exist, I do need to make sure it is around there, because I can't do it reverse. But this is just a map. See, because this is also a starter map that I mangled. And this is then the palette. And you can choose levels. You can have different palettes actually for different sets, which is great. And you can put like asset libraries and spread them out and then use them as a palette, which is good. But that doesn't change my problem here. So if I want to have, I'll do this twice. There we go. Scale it to 2. And ram this guy in here. Yeah, exactly. You can just have them there. Because this is a 45. Okay? So I really don't need much else. So this is me not relying on cube grid for everything for once. Right? So the fact that that's a little snippy is no problem. I'm just gonna do that here. So that's 4. Go 6. Because this is still going to be gray boxing. So this is a 45-degree angle. All I need now is the opposite, right? Yeah. So I can do this corner, and this is just aesthetically. I need this to also be a thing. So I need this off of a block. What is this actually? You are 9 by 5. Okay. And you are you're also that, I guess. This is a 90-degree corner. And this is 5 by 9 as well. Why the 9 and not an 8? Why the heresy? Because this needs to fit in things, right? So there we go. Because it has to overlap a little. Okay. So then I need something. I just need to cut that out. So if I do a cube grid, do this. And what are you? 2? Yeah. 2, not 23, thank you. 2. There, make that. This is creating a new asset. Great. Do that. Click you. Where are you? Click you and you. Boolean it. Select the right one. Now, yeah. Do I want to do a thing? I want to have the... No. That's fine. Accept. So now we have that inner thing. It's a bit weird. Okay. Pivot. Edit pivots, because I don't know where it ended up. Where did it end up? Wow. Wow. Why are these pivots never on the grid? I never understand. It just places the pivots in a random location, and that's just That's your life now, man. It's incredible. It's one of my least favorite things. It is at least... Nope, 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 nope. It's not even that. Well, 5 then. Please. Okay, thank you. Please and thank you. Yeah, don't worry about how horrible it looks. In terms of geometry, I literally just booleaned it inside, so. Except, there we are. What are you? An idiot sandwich. Very good. So this is a 45 inner piece. Yeah. So, what are we calling you, man? SM, TT. Oh god, did I not put SM in front of all those other assets? I think I might not have. So, this is... Hold on. You're 45. What is your name? What is your quest? There we go. Do this, do that, do that, do this. Do 45. Inner corner. There we go. Hooray. And straight into indoor. And update redirectors. Can't do that from the favorites. No? Don't want to? Okay. Stop saving all assets and return to editor. Retry. Skip saving this asset. Okay, if I... Okay. Defrag pallets. Okay. Okay. One warning. So the pallet thing is fucking up. Alright, great. So I did all name them TT instead of SMTT. So I'll have to... I'm not doing that now. Fuck that. I'm making corners. So if I close the actor palette and then update the redirectors, does it fuck up then? Yes. External actors and maps. Okay. Can I go to this? Okay. Oh, wonderful. So, oh no, I'm on 5, aren't I? Fuck. So we do that. And then the set is like 6. Oh yeah, this is what? 2 and 6. So let's do that. Let's see. 2 and 2. What? Why is that 21? 2. There we go. And this is also a corner. I do wonder if I can actually get there. The wall ride actually works. Kind of. Those kind of work. Hello back. Okay, so going into the corner, it kind of works. If I keep pushing. Yeah, doesn't really work. It's a thing to consider. If we can actually make the inner curves work or not. Sort of, kind of, maybe doesn't, but yeah. This one, of course, looks fine. Alright. Great. So that is a corner. That's a 45-degree corner. Now, because of that, we do have an issue. Because then we can't put that on a 90. Because that's stupid. Right? That's stupid. Because that would be a 90-degree corner. We want a 45. So how do we make things live with that? So if we 45, how that actually almost works. Why is there a little titsy thing? Hmm. Why would that be there? More importantly, it doesn't matter. Let's find out. Yes, it does matter. Not for this side. It's for the return, but that doesn't really matter because the return doesn't matter. You don't care about returning because you only go forward. It's just really annoying that this mesh has this. Why does this mesh have this? Fine here. Oh. I guess. So I want to like pull it forward like 1, I guess. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that legitimately 5? Yeah. It is actually legit 5. Okay. Super, super, super. Super duper duper. Alright. Not worried about it. I was pressing Alt, but okay. So now we have a 45. Now we have this guy. And that means this will fit. Everything is amazing. And you are then 10 aside. Yes. So, oh no, if we do 110, that's 2. Is it more? I will not question your logic. But fine. So why is this more? Alright, Mike Grinzen, thanks for stopping by, and let me know if you have updates on that disk launcher, yeah? Because yeah, I'm probably going to do like an autistic attack on the ClickUp at some point and write down everything we need, what we need for modeling stuff, including these pieces. But yeah. Alright, have a good night. So that's a thing, that's a thing, that's a thing. One thing I do realize is that this might be a little too big. That's fine. So we want this to happen, right? Probably want this to already be a little bit like that. Don't want any of it, right? So, and also, I don't want this to look infinite. So what I do want is to have flooring. I'm on 10 again, back. There we go, 100. Because that was in the original defrag that I'm referencing as well. That the floor wasn't all that big, or at least high, but it did mean death or reset, right? So I'm gonna grab this, and I'm just going to not fuck around with that, and just place them there. Not you. Go. Like that. So, because it was actually quite low. So I even want to probably bring that even further. You don't need to exist, so I'll just leave that out there. I want to like really get that close there. Good. Bye, man. Cheers. See you around. Thanks for the effort. So. Because is that... yeah. And then the kill. Definitely want to have that sitting right there on the floor. So maybe like this off the floor. Just wide enough for that. Preliminary kill Z form. There we go. So. Okay. So simple enough. You'll want to do this. And then maybe switch it up. But it's gonna be very simple to start with, right? And then if you fail... Excuse me? I'm not dying. Is that not good enough? Do you have to fit fully into it or what? Do I have it selected? I think I have it selected, yes. So what's the or yeah, do you have to fit in fully? Yeah, okay. Good. Okay. I'm gonna look for a reference real quick. If YouTube wants to load. There we go. Was it this? Well, sorry, I'm just scrolling through real quick. Ah. So I can't, of course, let the music play, but this is kind of what I'm talking about. This kind of environment, which is very clean and basically has like very clear drops or places where if you fail, then you reset. So I really need to, that's what I was thinking. I've made it too big, so I want to make it smaller. But also I need to make, I mean, this of course, yeah, the kind of rocket jumping and stuff, but the sort of clean environments. The thing is, because of our wall riding, we have to define, see this kind of thing, we have to define where we are allowed to wall ride and where I'm gonna have to make it clear that you're not supposed to, right? So that was one thing that I had in mind. This as well, like one of these platforms and stuff. I need to be careful because I'll watch the entire freaking video again. Yeah, that's kind of the goal. So I haven't made it too big, because that's already losing some of the finesse. So I'm going to... Alright. Wrong account. You're doxed now. So I'll put this all to 1. There you go. And I'm just gonna cut all of this in half, I think. It's early enough to do that. I'm just gonna grab all of this. Oh, no, don't need to do that. Do need to do this. Because, oh, it does need to be precise. There we go. Yeah, of course. I didn't know you messaged. Alright. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna shrink it down, because I just watched the reference material and I was doing it, it was too big. There we go. So I'm gonna grab this, close that in. Scale is always, at all times, very difficult with this game. There we go. So I don't think I even want these guys. Probably want the smaller ones. Because what is this? These guys are 16. Yeah, I want the 8s, I think. Oh god, the palette thing is fucking up. No! I don't want all of these! What's going on? Alright, fine. Do I have all of them now? No, just this one. Just the big one. What the fuck just happened? What are you? You're 16. I don't want that. Probably want the smaller one. There we go. That was handy. See? It's probably better. Have that here. And have this really low. Like this is too high. I want probably just half that here. That's just the one, yeah. Will fit. That's correct. Okay. We also probably, because this is just a straight jump, we want some finesse on the corners. So I'm going to halve this guy. Grab this instead. Do it away with this one. Dear Lord. grab me the 45er here. There. And maybe do that 0.5. And for X as well. Yeah. There. I want you. Okay. Five's a lot. Okay. Not really what I had in mind. That's fine. Still think I want something else here. Maybe I want this high. These 90s, they are. That's good. Because we need to really keep in mind. No. Are we on worlds? We are. That's too much. Because wall riding, I want to see how far it lasts actually. Because yeah, we need to be careful when it stops. Because the tolerance was higher, I believe, right? But it stops quite quickly. Okay. I'd like to see where the tolerances are with wall riding, because I do want to have a little bit of give. But this is me, of course, trying to prevent too much shenanigans on the walls for the defrag. You want to use it, definitely want it to be useful, but I need to be able to very clearly state where and when you can wall ride. So this is stopping a little bit too short, actually. Don't know where the tolerances were, actually. I'll ask, actually. Neo's not around currently, but yeah, I'll keep that in mind. So let's not do that. Let's do all of these guys. Let's put them back to 1. Then, yeah, the wall hangs as well, but also the tolerance. So, because now it's 90 degrees or nothing else, right? And I do want to have a little bit of stick right now, because now, you just kind of fall. The only thing I wanted to fix with wall riding is the skyrocketing, which has been fixed, right? But I need to see, if it needs to be clear when you stop wall riding, right? If I do this, and it basically stops the moment you hit the slope, that's no good, right? Because I need to be able to limit it, right? I need to be able to say when you need to stop using it, when you need to use the full jetpack and stuff. That's going to be really important for this kind of mode. So just starting there, I'm already losing. Yeah, I think so. So I think 5 degrees would be fine, and then you would be able to get to maybe here-ish, right? Or obviously when it starts concaving the other way, it should stop, but yeah. That would be a fun turret to fight. Here, have fun. Try and dodge this. Right. Yes. Wow. So that's that then. So I'll shorten it a little bit now. 07's in the chat. There we go. It's fine, it sticks out a little bit, right? Then I have a little bit of wall riding real estate. You don't go too high. Let's see, what is that? Around 4-ish, 4 or 5. No. Is it alt? Yeah, there we go. I don't have inner corners for these. Or do I? Is this you? No. It is not. That's downwards. I need it to a 45-degree angle. Ugh. Park. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it was all in the mover experimentation and stuff, right? But this is why we need this place, so we can tell, right? We can test properly. Revolve spline. Why not? Revolve splines create new objects. Yes, that's what I want. To select it. There. Huh. That's not the one I want. I want it the other way. Fuck. Yeah, that's what I want. And then flip it. Not that way. Reverse. There we go. Yay! That's the one I want. How fucked is it? Looks pretty solid. But yeah. But we'll use more than 4 divisions, surely. No. Yes, it's an expensive asset. What can I say? It's important to get a good nudge here, but can we do something else? That's even worse. This might be better. Oh. Yeah, it's gonna be fucked anyway. Okay. There you go. You, sir, are something special. You are, I'm gonna grab you. Grab your name. 290. Inner 45 corner. Huzzah. And then, while we're at it, Shoe for a moment. I want you again. Evolve. No. I do want 90. But that's cute. That's not what we're going for. Instead, I want this. Ooh, so many polys. Maybe we can reduce that a little bit. Oh, yes, yes, that's what we want. Maybe like that. Sure. Everything fine, single points and all that. Good. All right, accept. So you are to 90, inner 90 corner. There we go. So for the inevitable thing that we need to use that thing. There we are. So now we have this guy. We can plop that in there, and so suddenly we have a corner that is 45. Now why doesn't it align, you might say, with this piece? Well, because it is scaled differently. Haha. So, because this is a 1-to-1. And you, what are you? You are 2. So if I were to stretch this out, this is 4. So if I were to give this a 4, oh heavens. Okay, no. This is awful. Would it still fit even now? No, no, no. Okay, how do we solve this? You fit. But poke out, because this free. You're a 45, you're a 90. This is a 45. What ungodly things can we attempt to do here? Because we need the 45. Because this is at the end. So that would fit with what is happening over there, right? Because if we were to go into this, because this is what, 4, 6 even. So if this was 6, just for shiggles. My god, it's majestic. Then it would fit, kind of. But it's a 40. This is a 90 against a 45. So it doesn't exactly match, but it would kind of. This is where I always lose so much fucking time trying to make things reasonable. Because this doesn't fit either. Because the scale is probably not exact. That's a 0.7 scale, right? Yeah. Transform. That here, so still doesn't fit. Yeah. Kind of. Alright. Well, that just sucks, doesn't it? So what if we just be sneaky about it? Well, the actual modelers worry about it. I think that's fair. Because on a scale of 1 to wasting too much time, this is definitely up there. There. Perfect. No one can tell me otherwise. Which is fine because this corner can be used. Alright. Yeah, we want these touching the ground actually. That to be centered. Wait. What are we at right now here? 15, right? Yeah. That's not good. Yeah, all of that needs to move. I think I'm gonna start grouping these actually. There. Oh god. Nah. And I'm going to this. Z I want. No? Why is not making a difference? Now this can be centered. 6 and 6 and 4. Great. There. Nice. Is this better or not? It's a lot. Doesn't really matter, does it? So this one's better. cleaner at least. Ah, here's a problem. This needs to be straight. Yeah. That is correct. Okay. And it's cosmetic anyway at this point, so. Ah. This is the one I need. Sharp points. Yeah. Wait. Oh shit. Oh god, it's mangled. That's not what I want. No. Kill this monstrosity. Let's try that again. I might as well do it this way then. And have it be embedded, because otherwise that's not gonna work well. Yeah, it's always gonna be like that. Okay, so that's not good either. How do I get rid of that? I'm wasting too much time on this. It's supposed to be something very simple. Don't know why it's giving me grief at the moment. Hello, Dormanty. I'm screwing around with something that should have been like 2 clicks and be simple. But turns out not to be, because there's some weirdness going on here. This thing wants to be like that. Right. And it folds out. So that's not good. What we really should do is this one up for a second. Go back to 100. Should do is this. Hmm. Okay, so that's special. All right. So maybe if it's that way, then it won't fuck up as much. He says, filled with confidence. Because then it's only the outside, right? So if we then revolve the spline and flip the normal here, flip the mesh, there we go. Now it's the outside. Great. Nothing to worry about. Go. Then we call this. I got there in the end. Corner filler. There we go. And now that does fit. Okay, great. Hooray! Aha! So now we have this little death skirts because you're never going to be able to use it, because if you're already going down that, then you're absolutely fucked. So that's good. That's a thing. We have made a thing. Do I need this for anything else? I mean, let's keep it. Yeah, have it float in here and nothingness. Okay. So let's complete this by doing that. And then I'm just gonna 180 it. There. Group that. Okay, so what does this look like for now? So let's put you there, let's put you up. There. This is already going down, so that's good, because I don't want to stay on the same level a lot. So I almost want this already to be the drop, actually. Right. So let's have this. group and on this. Like that. So that's right on there, so we can already drop that down. Yeah. You can just still bypass all of this on the wall ride, which isn't great. This is rather pointless. Where's the kill zone? There it is. Does that still work? Yes. Okay. We can put these guys, these are the 45s. And these in as brakes for the wall rides. Maybe splay them out a little bit. Kill zone there. Hmm. Ah. Might not hate that. That wasn't very smart. I'm just looking at the reference material again here. Because I'm sort of screwing things up now. I'm just riffing. Simple corners. Yeah. I'm playing around too much. I think I don't need to do this yet. I can do that. I can have these corners. I can have that. That's fine. It's not really a remake of a Quake map. It is more adapting to what our defrag is gonna be. Because these are all, you know, high intensity things. Sharp corners. I don't want the sharp corners. I want the round corners because I want the wall riding to be important. Right? But things like that. Simple areas. Simple movements. And just being fast in doing it. That's kind of what I need to do. So I don't need to get carried away too much. So the first, because I want this to be a good benchmark, but I also am learning like what pieces I need and all those kind of things. So especially the simple environment, like just light strips and that's it kind of thing, little borders. I do like that, right? These little platforms, and of course failing is death, and then a little pillars and everything like that. That's what I need to do, and I need to translate that as best as I can to a tribes-like environment, right? Yeah, definitely. Like terrain is definitely going to be a part of it, but for now I want to keep it simple and block based, right? So I do want to have these wall ride barriers. I'll have to put them on the other side when I'm done, but so just simple. But the thing is, and that's why I was riffing for a moment there. is that the issue, if I'm not careful, is this. Right? I can just hold wall. Right? That's something that I need to prevent. Yeah? So I do need these barriers. So, but I think I've been doing it wrong. Because what I really should be doing, this is 45. I should be using the 90s. I think. This is just 45. You're a 90. It's ugh. Yeah. Let's bring you back here for a second. And let's rotate. Because the thing is, you're gonna need a lot of real estate for these defrag maps for people to just scoot through them. But I'm still establishing the rules right now, right? What kind of defrag this should be. So if I do this, for instance, right? Maybe elongate that a little bit. Doesn't have to be too much. And then, yeah, put you, oh, what is that? Well, let's take 4. And then put that here. Immediately. And then wasn't it? I'll never know. Put you a little further. All right. That's more interesting. Because now I can, because now I'm stuck here, right? That's good. So what I want to do is jump off, and then hit that, and do things like that. Or if I'm a little newbie, I just do this. It's probably faster, right? But it establishes something that the walls aren't always going to be there. That's kind of what I need. I need these wall run breaks, right? Because you want to do this. Maybe you can do some fuckery with it. Who knows? But that's good. Or I can just try and get under here and do that. Don't even know if that's going to be fast enough. That's already a thing to do. Right, stay here. Now I probably need to lower it. So that's good. Let's actually do that. I'm just going to make that a little harder. So I'm starting here. So there. Okay, so I'm just going to grab these guys. How much is that? Okay. Too much, actually. That's fine. Let's copy these over. I took the walls with them as well. And then ungroup these. Do that. Wait, that's what I thought. Oop. Allez. I clicked the wrong one this time. There we go. There you go. So a few more. More. Yeah, this is ugly, but I don't really care right now. That's something for someone else to figure out. Does it even matter? No. Fuck it. Also gonna have to close this up. Yeah, having that gap is fine, I think. A little bit more definition. Go. That's the whole thing. We're only gonna put these all the way to the bottom because that's just a stupid exploit to have. Uh, Meh, I don't care. Where are we going with this? This is sandwiched in there. This is a little bit broken. Then we go down here. And I'll grab one of these. Put them in there. Doesn't have to be that aggressive, actually. Let's reduce it a little bit. Seven. Yeah. 7, 2. 5. Alright. So boom. Hmm. Kinda don't like this anymore. I'll have it. Maybe this is fine. If we mirror it like that. And this needs to change a little bit. Ah. Mhm. Don't like this guy. I think we would just want. What is this? What are you? I think. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 8 is gonna be too much, too little, yeah. So we're gonna grab 16. We're gonna do this like that. Yeah. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. You, sir, I'm going to duplicate this. Arch. Bottom. Okay. Accept. We are going to grab a cylinder. We are going to can't I expand this? No. Okay, fine. This is 16. So radius is 8. That's the whole thing. That's not enough. That's not 400. Is fine. Radial slices. Let's go with 32. Height doesn't matter. So we probably do want 600 radius maybe. Let's see here. Like that. Get it in there. Okay. That's fine. Then we are going to boolean that, and we're gonna do some things. Did I make it not big enough? Now I can scale it. That's the thing, right? So why is it cutting off? Ah. Right. Sure. And yes, it's not straight. It's kind of the whole point. Yeah. Or do I want to have it? No. It's kind of the same. Fine. Oh. I should have renamed it. I should have renamed it. Because now... Bottom arch. There you go. That's fine. I can reuse your name because you garbled it. There we go. And you, we delete. There we go. Great. Now we can do this. Replace actor with Come on. It's literally right there. It's literally this guy. Okay, fine. Right, is that the one? Yeah, it's already rotated, so tell me it's too big. Yeah. Okay. Why is the pivot fucked? What? There's something that defrag pallet view assets. No. Right. Screwing around. Oh. What the hell is going on with this freaking pivot? Anyway. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. There we go. Why is it slanted? Even if I go to world orientation, it doesn't change anymore. So, fuck me, I guess. Because you are going down. What is happening? Okay. I had a neat idea. But sadly... I don't know. I have arch now. And it's completely fucked for some reason. I don't understand why. Oh, okay. Lower it down. This is fine. That is fine. It's not centered in the slightest. Whoa. I have a camera. Nope. Yep. Yep. Hey. My first snag. Oh, this is hard. Nope. Funny thing is, for maps like these, you're basically shooting through. There's so much to build because I've been building on this for a while now. That's good. The drop is good. And maybe we climb again. So let's do that. Let's grab a wall. probably want something like this. But, well, plenty of walls. So we cut this off. Oh, there's... Okay. That's funny. Oh, it's for the whole thing as well, okay. So... Hi. Yeah, there's a gap there. Because I moved that thing. Probably want to put something there. Put a filler block. You. A little filler there. Doesn't really matter, does it? Oh. Blinking, you miss it. Okay. Do this, do that. This one. Correct. You know what, that's finishing stuff. That doesn't matter. So 45 degrees, go in here, get those two. So let's put that one correct at 45. And then we have this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we put that a 4 block here, 4 and whatever this is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we do, we have that in this guy. So we can grab this, delete that, 45 there, and we can actually use the whole block. That's a little bit in, but that's fine. Like so. So we come off here. Okay, and give this the curve treatment. So what we want is to make this viable. Maybe curve here, so put that up. Put that around. In there. Like so. Make you like what? 4? Nah. Just leave it at 2. 3, 4. Grab that. Because then there's the finesse of dodging this, going up there. We'll do the same on the other end. This one will be a bit of a false curve, let's say. Coming out of that. These guys are not aligned with the wall. So, okay, these guys can poke out just a little bit more like that. Okay, can have these little skirts on these guys. Still on pen, and it's still on the group, so remove from group. Put that back on 100, snap it back. There. So we're not fucking around. Okay. What you're fucking around for, man? Why? These are okay. You're having fun? I'm starting to get ticked off. I'm about to go for dinner anyway, but this thing, let's put it back to 100. Snap origin to grid. Okay. Then this guy as well, snap origin to grid. And for the life of me, now it works. Okay, fine. So I just had to be frustrated for a moment. Come on. Aye. Oh, I overlapped these. Yeah, right. Fine. So, do this. And that. Yeah. It's not great. Not great. So I'm gonna lose my mind. Why? Where's my... Unreal is starting to piss me off now. Where's my gizmo? Yeah, these blocks were a mistake. They were just a mistake. Very clearly. But yeah, so that's what you get. Don't want to talk about it. Now this guy as well. Still snap to grid. Are you? Oh, it's because they're 45 degrees, aren't they? Yeah. Unreal is a fun and intuitive engine. Don't even care. Alright. This overlaps with that. That's not good. So you want to remove that a little bit. That way. That's a bait anyway. There we go. Get here. Now I want to get back to... I'll replicate this. Right. Put this on the other side. Then mirror it. So up here, and then we're going to, doesn't matter, transform, mirror the y-axis. Right. 45. As you get out here, and fit that. So this comes around here. Go. This is all perfectly fine. There's no reason why that would happen. Okay. So let's put that here. There's again that 10 that comes into play. Yeah. And then we just have to bring this guy a little closer, because it is a little thinner. Not on 10. There you go. Like that. So this. Oh yeah, let's put this guy up one. Or down. Up or down, doesn't matter. Where are you? Here. Let's put you down one so it stops flickering. You as well. You as well. Let's put you up one. Let's put you down one. Down one. No? Not good enough. Doing it. I don't get it. There we go. Okay, so you jump over. This needs to be higher. So we're not gonna continue with all of that. Yeah. Maybe we'll put a block there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 8-ish. What about this guy? That's too big. So we want the 8 block. It's too little. I will. I don't even want to do that. There we go. It's one step. Still mad. Oh, Christ. All of that effort. This is what I hate about making defrag maps. I love the genre. I love all of it. Our file damage? No. This isn't fall damage. That's a kill zone. Deliberately put there because the floor is lava. But on Elegy, definitely we're taking a lot of God, a lot of damage because you generally are going faster. But yeah, it's been on the other maps you. I don't know. On the other maps, I feel like we're not. The chance of cratering is not as high. Yeah. So I wonder, because I just spent an hour, longer than an hour building this, but at least, well, I'm making the rules, of course, right? And I've got, what, 15 seconds worth? You know? God.
3. Match begins now.
What? Ten seconds worth?
3. Match begins now.
Oh, screwed up.
3. Match begins
We do need, like,
now.
we don't need to have a timer on this thing. You just go again, otherwise you. Yeah, so I've got 8 seconds for 2 hours of work, which is great. You know. This is why defrag is so fun and why landscapes are so much easier. Right? There's a lot of optimization, I think. That's you can do here. But is it fair enough? That's what I'm wondering, right? Because you've got these things, got a drop down, you've got this. Like, I don't know. Good, maybe a little more. You figure EM1 was 18 seconds? Sure. Yeah. But it looks like something, right? It's got some things going, and I've got some rules down. I've got some elements, right? Doesn't have to be too complex. Because Daggett, I don't know if you saw when I was here earlier, when you were here earlier, when I was showing this. Because that's kind of the vibe I want, right? That's this sort of environment. That's why these are pitfalls. They don't look like it, but if you drop there, you reset, right? If you fall off these things. But it's so difficult with the wall riding to not just make it trivial, because you just be scooting around, right? You want to have some flow. You could have these kind of pillars, like, you know, because these pillars, I do need to put pillars in, and these pillars as well. So these, come on. These kind of pillars that are just stopping you from wall riding, I think. That's a thing, but then you, of course, have to have, you know, you can still wall jump off. But I think a deflect is probably better. So if you have like a setup, this might maybe not a bad idea to have. Let's see here. So right, I have a wall. I have one of these. And then your bog standards 90-degree. Put all of that to normal. Maybe half that. So this side. That. Or again. Get it right the first time. This time, nope. Every time it's different. X. Yeah, there you go. X marks the spot. Yeah. So, because these might actually be more elegant, actually, than the ones I have now. Because they're a hard stop and still an opportunity. They look a little better, actually. And if we, you know, they just fit in one block here. So if we grab those, yeah, there needs to be a texture in there. It's funny because the defraggers, after a while, they, you know, the I do need to go in a minute. The aesthetics of the whole thing. Yeah, people knew if you fell, you failed to run anyway, so they didn't bother with making it pretty, let's say. So if I just can this for a second, move it, grab one of these, put them in here. How big is that? That's still fairly big, but a little bit more. I like that better, actually, but we need to maybe scale it a little differently. Unlock. So what we have now, 405. So let's halve that. Do 5 and 5. And you are fine, I think. Let's put that in there. Let's try not to fuck around here. Like that. Yes, yes. Like that. What was it? 25 and 05. And with you like that. Well, group. No, not remove from group. Fuck off, man. Lock. Thank you. Like that. Is that enough of a bother? For the whole thing? Double that. I think that's definitely cleaner. Yeah. I mean, yeah, tribes, like CS Surf is basically skiing, right? I really do not enjoy those little glitches. I hate them so much. There we go. So is that better? Does it do the same thing is the question, right? Does it throws you off? Because that's cool. Wrong account again. So, because you do need to jump before you do that, right? You need to get off. Because otherwise you get thrown away. So it does discourage you from the wall ride. You use it for a bit. And then dive down, get up here. Yeah. Because this is still kind enough. Sort of. That fucks you up. But it's not a dead stop, right? So you can try and get as close as you can. Yeah. Alright. Good, that's gonna be me done, because I need to eat some freaking food, because it's 20 to 8. So, I'm gonna call it there. This is always a grueling part of map design, these defrag maps, because, yeah, I've spent 2 hours on 18 seconds, right? Granted, I didn't have a lot when I started. Now I do. And I have some things that I can use. And I did waste some time on minor aesthetic things. But yeah. See, that's already a fail as well. Yeah. There's definitely like optimization possible here. You wonder, like, this isn't nice, right? That's not cool. That is bad. Very bad. Not the fact that this pokes out a little and stuff, but the aesthetics are important, right? Yeah, that's true. I mean, for mapping, it's the same thing. At least with like landscapes, I know that in like an hour, or if I spend 2 hours making a landscape, that landscape's gonna be done, right? This is, yeah, cute, but defrag maps need to be, I mean, I need to do like double this, right? If I have double this, then I think we have a good first template, kinda, right? Yeah. So, with that, I am going to bid you all good day for the night. I'm gonna eat some food, and I'm gonna have a terrible time in Tarkov. I think that's a good plan for me tonight. Also, this is on its own branch, so I'll publish that now. There's something weird going on with the pallets. I have attempting to fully simulated skeletal mesh in a persistent level BP gladiator. Please use the teleport flag. That's probably because I don't have a spawn. And there's something weird that with the actor palettes, that it's created some kind of thing that it can't save. So that's great. Anyway. All right. Yeah, it's rough. Especially establishing all this and actually using these pieces and not going off on cube grid and making one giant mesh. It's character development. All right. All right, CMC bullshit. All right, cool. So I'm wondering if this will actually save without whining about it. Because yeah, look, I had my redirectors that I wanted to update because I'd moved around some of these very brand new. I made them today, right? No, it doesn't do it. Oh, great. Meshes. Here. There you go. The assets, external actors map TTD frag palette. So that's the map I made today. Failed to save. But I'm not even in that map. I don't understand. Yeah. So I can't update the redirectors right now because this one fails. And even though you say, okay, fine, ignore that one, can't do it. So all of these redirectors is one issue with 4 times 1 times 1 TT. So that is a problematic mesh, apparently. Okay. So keep redirectors, because I can't do it. Yeah. Oh, is it because that's the first one I made. And it's here. Maybe that's why. If I delete this one. Because that was literally the first one I ever made. Nope. Alright, fuck you. I can just keep doing this all day. Yeah. So I'll leave that for now. It's not a critical thing because I'm not quite merging any of this quite yet. Oh my god, I've made a mess. It's a fortress of solitude. Right. Okay. GG's. See you around. Enjoy the video. It's not a video, it's interactive. Alright. I will be doing this more and more as I'm working on this. Torturing myself. Otherwise, there's no way I can keep focused for like 4 hours. So, there you go. GG's. Bye-byes. Talk to you guys later. Oh, I'll do the real thing. I'll be professional about it.